Watch your step. There's fungus among us and it's deadly. Hello, my name's Anna Williams. I'm an Idaho native. And when I was younger, I remember sleeping on a trampoline in my backyard during the summer. My siblings and I would watch wide-eyed as we spotted the bats flying in the dark sky, dipping and diving, eating insects. From a very young age, I was fascinated by bats. I know that some people fear bats or call them flying rodents and are disgusted by them, but too many people don't realize the positive effects that bat species have, not only in Idaho, but throughout the country. But sadly, bat species in North America are being threatened by a fungal disease called white nose syndrome, and it has quickly developed into a very serious and alarming problem. But the great news is we can do something about it. Before we talk about the threat, let me show you how incredible and needed bats are. Bats can eat more than their body weight in insects. Scientists have discovered that some small bats can catch up to 1,000 or more small insects in a single hour. A nursing mother bat can eat more than 4,000 insects a night. Americans spend almost $9 billion per year on pesticides for agricultural use. Bats provide a huge service for agriculturalists. A recent study estimated that bats save more than $1 billion per year in the United States in the corn industry alone. Across all agricultural productions, the bat consumption of insects results in saving more than $3 billion per year. Bats also play an essential role in pollinating plants and dispersing seeds. Bats are the sole pollinators of the agave plant. Fruit-eating bats can account for as much as 95% of seed dispersal in certain forest ecosystems. Now, what is this threat to these amazing animals? White nose syndrome is considered one of the worst and deadliest wildlife diseases in modern times and has killed over 6 million bats across North America. White nose syndrome is a fungal disease that affects hibernating insect-eating bats. Some of the signs of white nose syndrome includes white, dusty muzzles and spots on the wing and abdomen. Bats flying outside during the day in freezing temperatures usually shows that there is something wrong. Also, bats along entrances where they hibernate and dead or dying bats on the ground in the winter. This fungal disease has killed millions of bats, devastating 90 to 100% of some bat populations across the US and Canada. This horrible fungal disease was first confirmed in a cave in Upper New York, most likely transferred from caves in Europe due to backpackers. One way we can stop the spread of this disease is to clean our gear and clothing if we enter caves where bats may live. It has quickly spread across the United States. In 2016, it made the jump from the Midwest to Washington State, most likely transferred by a human visitor that picked up white nose fungal spores in an infected cave. In 2022, it was confirmed to be here in Idaho. Idaho is full of cave systems and homes to 14 different bat species. It is crucial for us to do all we can do as citizens and as outdoor enthusiasts to make sure we stop the spread of this fungal infection. There are many things that we can do to stop the spread of white nose syndrome and benefit bats. We can clean and sanitize our shoes and gear before and after entering caves. Leave bats alone and obey the signs. Don't enter closed or gated caves and areas. It is also important for us to be bat ambassadors and spread the word. We can benefit these species by turning off unnecessary lights and promoting natural habitats around our homes. It's also important to minimize the use of pesticides in our yards and avoid disturbing bats and their circadian rhythm. Bats are truly incredible species. They have suffered a tremendous loss the last 17 years, but we can and are able to help. Let us do all we can to stop the spread of white nose syndrome and help bats thrive once again. If you would like to learn more, please scan the code or visit whitenosesyndrome.org. Thank you so much.